Did you know that HELL is actually an abbreviation for health? Health class, that's where it comes from. Highway to health class. Excellent song, don't you think? Get the blood flowing, yeah! Okay, I'm being terribly silly. Okay, now, that has absolutely nothing to do with what I'm about to do, but it was fun. Okay, now, behind me I have kind of the derivation of the law of conservation of energy. What you start with is what you end with. It has to be accountable. Has to be accountable. No, it has to be accountable. You have to account for all the energy. If you don't account for the energy, I call the energy conservation police and have you arrested. You'll do time in a maximum energy conservation prison, okay? You got to account for it. Yes? If a ball bounces and it's 100% elastic, all the energy is conserved. If it's not all conserved, if it's inelastic, you've got to account for that loss of energy. What's that energy probably turned into? Starts with an H. It doesn't mean health. What's the H word?
Heat.
Heat. Lexi, excellent. Excellent student. It's heat. Okay, so let's account for what I start with is what I end with, okay? Now, the energy before equals the energy after, correct? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, law of conservation of energy says energy can't be created or destroyed. It'll simply turn or transform into one energy or another, but the total energy is the same. Correct?
Correct.
So I can convert mechanical energy into heat, but that's just transferring. That's just transforming energy from one form to another. But that's okay. Yes? So the initial kinetic energy plus the initial potential energy will equal the final kinetic energy plus the initial kinetic energy. I'm sorry, plus the final potential energy. The sum of the kinetic and potential energy that you begin with is equal to the sum of the kinetic and potential energy that you end with. Correct? All right. So rearranging this, I get this line. Correct? Now, if I factor out a -1 here, it's a little weird, but you can do it, okay? I'm going to factor out a -1. You can do it. I know you can, okay? Negative kinetic energy final minus kinetic energy initial. So this says the additive inverse of kinetic energy final minus kinetic energy initial, correct? Mm-hmm. This one I don't have to rearrange because I'm simply, that's final minus initial, so that's okay. So this says the negative change in kinetic energy, right, equals the positive change in potential energy. So whatever kinetic energy is converted to potential energy. You ready? You ready? You ready? That's why I kind of appeared to you. I was turning my kinetic energy into potential energy. Potential energy. Kinetic energy. Potential energy. Kinetic energy. So I'm changing the kinetic energy into potential energy. So what I lose, I gain. Loss equals gain. Before equals after. How was that? Was that good? Mm-hmm. Excellent?
Excellent.
See you next time. Have a great day.